Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Old proverb. In yoga, we learn to stay with the posture, to hold the posture. Difficulty, discomfort, fear, boredom, distraction. The entire gamut of thoughts and emotions arises, and we simply observe their comings and goings. We learn to use what comes up to inform the present posture and to help us in the postures to come. There is a liability in this ethos, however, thanks to our no pain, no gain Puritan heritage. The hard-working, well-intentioned yoga student often believes that nothing less than a 100% gonads to the wall effort will do. The fallout from this misconception can be injury, but more often it is simply bitterness and blame. We may blame our teachers for teaching too hard a class, but more often we will blame ourselves for simply not being better than we are. On good days, we feel the elation of living up to our expectations. The bad days are fraught with frustration and failure. Caught in this negative cycle of judgment and evaluation, we find ourselves, at best, blocked from the most nourishing aspects of yoga, and at worst, unable to sustain our practice. Defeated, we give up and move on, believing we have failed and that yoga is not for us. There is another way. We need to learn to make rest a part of our practice, and we need to take that rest long before we feel exhausted or frustrated. Beginners can rest and regroup in child's pose, taking a few calming breaths before moving on to the next posture. If you begin to think of rest periods as an active part of your practice, you will stay in tune with what your body is telling you and act accordingly. Intermediate students can learn to rest in the posture itself. This is an important concept. We enter a posture, the heat builds, and before long we want to get the heck out of Dodge. That is one option, retreat. But another option is to just back off a little within the posture, rest for a breath or two, and then see if you can deepen the pose. As a young man, I would look in awe at older people around me who could sustain their effort at a job or a project over many years. I didn't realize that these men and women had learned to rest in the posture.